Ingredients for the rice and peas. We are doing mixed vegetables with portobello mushroom. We have our organic salad dressings. And keep in mind, people, I shop at Wegmans here in the DMV area, so I'm limited on certain products. But we have our jerk marinara, we have the dry jerk seasoning, pimento seed, Goya seasoning, little accent, and then all my vegetables, fresh vegetables, are all organic. We have the whole chicken that we're gonna cut and clean. And then I bought a side pack of thigh legs, also organic. Welcome to Prestige Organics. So now that I had cut the chicken up, de-skinned it, I took out the guts and threw that away. I don't like, but I am gonna go ahead and clean my chicken now with organic apple cider vinegar. And it is also organic, okay? So, I like for this to sit maybe for like 2 to 3 minutes to get the rawness off. So as you can see, I added water to it. It's not organic water, people. It is filtered. But, yep, we're here cleaning the chicken now before we begin to marinate and season. As you can see, little fat from me cleaning the chicken will come off with the vinegar that is cleaning of the chicken. So make sure when you're doing it and you're cleaning it, look to see if you have any strayaways. And I have the back in here. You know, us Jamaican love chicken back. So I did do the chicken back in here as well. And then I did cut off the winglets. I don't eat the winglets, but maybe someone do. You don't have to. But this is the cleaning process. So these are the seasonings I use. I'm trying to use up all my non-organic seasonings. Garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of accent, some whole spice pimento seed, some dry jerk seasoning. I used the Goya all-purpose seasoning, and then I used the Grace. Very important that it's Grace. Jamaican style jerk marinade. And then we have, I use high ground mushroom soya sauce. Then I put some fresh herbs on top of it, some sage, and I put some rosemary on it. So this is, you don't have to use that. You can use thyme. Again, everything is, the natural stuff are all organic. I'm finishing up this before I go ahead and purchase my organic seasonings. So now I have my gloves on because we're gonna get down into it. You wanna get down into the seasoning and make sure you're rubbing it in, okay? I'm using the wrong hand because I'm not left-handed. So, yes. So you pretty much wanna rub all the seasoning in. This is a good marinade. You want it to marinate. I'm not cooking till Sunday. Today is Friday, so it will be nice and spicy. Tomorrow, on Sunday when I do cook, I will cut up an entire Scotch bonnet pepper, which is not organic, and I will put it in here. So 85% of this dish is organic, besides the non-organic seasonings, but the meat's organic and so forth. Okay, so this is gonna sit here and marinate for the next 2 days. Okay, I don't need any more marinara sauce. It has a beautiful color that I like. It's a nice rich color. And we're just gonna leave this down. Let it soak and get the juices all in. Also, when you're doing it on the grill, this is the same technique. For grilling, this is perfect. If you know you're doing a barbecue and having a grill, guess what? Season it 2 days before you throw this on the grill. But I I'm going to be doing everything in the oven. I am busy working, and I'm booked out. Okay, so this is pretty much what you want to do. Okay, I'll give you a lot of information about myself as you guys get to know me. My name is Dr. Sade Destiny Kong. I am a graduate from Johnson Wales University in North Miami Beach, Florida. I went to school there for 2 years. I have my associate degree in culinary arts, and then I have my business management degree, my bachelor's in business management, and then I have my master's in HR, and then I have my doctorate in business. So just a little tutorial on who I am. I worked in plenty of restaurants in my life. I never liked it just because of the fact that I am a more people's person and I need to see people more front of the house. But it's a different career path I'm on right now. So this is what you do. You just want to play with it, get the juices in. This will be, I know this is going to taste good. Every time I season on Friday, I have a delicious meal for the person who I cook for. Okay? And there you go. So, you want to put your peas. Usually, organic. Usually what I'll do is I'll wash my beans. And this is for the rice and peas. I wash my peas, but as you can see, I don't know if it's because it's organic, but it's not that dirty. Usually you get peas dirty, but I don't know if it's because of this brand of organic. It is not. As you can see, it is not a dirty bean. So, I really like this. What I'm going to do is, I'm soaking my peas before I start cooking. I usually like to soak it at least 12 hours before I start the fire. But I did not do it last night. So I'm going to put enough water in here to let it start soaking. And this is a teaspoon. Garlic helps to open up the beans faster. Okay? So I put, you saw how much, like 3/4 of a teaspoon of the garlic, and then I'm just gonna let that sit until I come back home to cook Sunday dinner. So, this is the vegetables I'm using. I had a busy day today with work, so this is the unsalted butter. I like to use unsalted butter. Unsalted butter because of the fact that it has, I can add my own seasoning to this and it will taste really good. Okay, so this is everything that I add to my mixed vegetables, and I'll add a little bit of water to it as well. And I have a gas stove with my American Dutch pots. I already had the peas. As you can see, I had it soaking for at least 6 hours. Look how nice and red this is. It is the dark red kidney beans that I use. I am really, and these are organic. So I wish I would have soaked it a little bit longer, like last night, but I got in at 11:30 after shopping and working. So this is gonna take another, and I don't like to use a pressure to pressure my peas because I don't pressure men that I date, and I won't pressure my peas that I cook. That's a Jamaican joke. If you get it, you get it. Oh well. So this is being done, and I'm guessing this will take another hour and a half for it to soften before I wash my rice, put it in, and then add my seasonings with the Scotch bonnet pepper. So now we're going to go ahead. We preheated the oven at 400 degrees. And this is our jerk chicken that you saw that was seasoned. I'm gonna leave the cover on this and put this into the oven. It's very heavy. I was straining myself. I'll leave this in for an hour and then I'll come back and drain off some of the water from the chicken. Also, here in the DC area, we don't have ripe plantains like the South do. So I usually just get this one. This is not organic. And what I do is I refry these to make it natural, authentic Jamaican sweet plantains. And then we have our organic bell peppers. I put this last week in the mixed vegetables and everybody loved it. So I'm gonna put, this is already cut. I usually don't buy these mushrooms unless I cut it up myself. But seeing that it's cut up, all we have to do is just add it to the pot. Okay? As you can see, the peas is bubbling. We're gonna cover this back up so the steam and everything can go. This is low, let's turn it up. I put water in there so you can see. When this is finished cooking, I only cook this for like 10 minutes. Once it gets to a bubble and the butter is gone, and then I throw this on top, and then I take it off of the fire, including, this is hot, so if this is hot, it's still gonna cook your food. So, I put it on a flat plate for it to cool off, and then it will steam as it goes. So, this is the salad I'm about to make. I'm gonna have some salad with cucumbers, grape tomatoes, and of course organic. Everything is organic. This is for the rice and peas. This is for the rice and peas. And then of course we have this rice from Wegmans. So as you can see, most of the products are Wegmans. Wegman is, I can definitely tell you, is a very affordable way of buying your organic food. But this here, people, very expensive. These were $5 a pack. And if you look, it's only 2 pounds. It's 37 ounces. But if you think about how cheap rice is, this is expensive because I spent $10 for only 4 cups of rice. That's really expensive, okay? So I have my pot to fry my plantains. I have it defrosting in there. So yeah, I'm just having some snacks. I'm having a little snack here. Some organic cheese. Just to let you know, organic cheese only comes white. So cheese that is orange, get it out of your diet. If it's not white, it's not healthy, because natural milk is white. You've never seen milk a different color? Yes. So in order for you to stay on a healthy path, stay with your organic cheese. It might be a little bit more expensive, but let me tell you, the flavor of the food when you're cooking organically, why I developed this channel, you will see why I'm gone organic. And then also, this coconut milk unsweetened is here, but I will add a titch bit of organic natural sugar to the rice and peas. Big shout out to Seafood Weekends, my girlfriend Toya in Miami. She said she doesn't eat nobody rice and peas unless it's sugar in it. So we're gonna have to invite her up here to the DMV area for her to take a taste of my cooking. Oh, you guys can follow her also on weekend. She has a nice twist to her cooking. Very, very informative chef, and she's all about presentation. So we're gonna make sure our presentation is suitable for everyone. So there we have it. My side salad. So as you can see, I put a little bit of seasoning, all-purpose seasoning salt in it. The butter. It's all melted, the butter. So what I do now is turn off the oven, turn off the stove, I should say. I put this on top, and then I will let it steam with the cover. Cover there. Okay, this is still cooking. This is going to be a little challenge. because the peas, they are open, but now it's to cook them is the problem. It's still kind of hard. This is gonna take a while. This will take another hour and a half before I start seeing it soak. Before I start seeing it. So, this is gonna steam out now. Let me see. Yeah, it's hot. And I'm gonna put it over here for it to cool off. I need to get a, it's good to be home mitts. And I'm gonna take it and take it off now. So it's just gonna steam. This is cooking. It's just gonna steam. Also, I don't believe in trash bags. So yeah, here. Throw them out. Don't like trash in the house. It smells. So here we are. These are thawed out. So what I do is, because they're so thick, I cut them in half. Okay? So I'm gonna put this pot on, and keep in mind, I'm a working lady. I don't care the plantains are gonna be cold by the time he gets dinner, because dinner won't be served until 6:30, and it's now 4:30. So this is gonna take another hour and a half to cook down more. After that cooks down for an hour and a half, the rice has to go in it, cook and steam, and that's another 30 minutes. When do I add the coconut milk, you say? You will see that next step.
Still in control. Oh, bad mind dropping. Bad mind dropping. Mind to get the Glocky. Step one side when they eat and I walk.
Forward, Sunday. Forward. So, as you can see, it doesn't take long once it's been pre-frozen by Goya. You just drop it in for like 1 minute or 2 minutes, and it's done. It's done. It's done. It don't need no whole meat. This is perfect for the woman on the go. These plantains. Do what I think I'm right then, right away. But girl, you can save on the time, and it's only $2 for the package. And guess what? It might be $2 for the package. It's equivalent to 1 plantain. Cause see, I have more over here. So I'll go ahead and drop them in the nice hot oil. Quick. This till I cook. We'll add more water to it because it's going down. So see it there? I just dropped in the last set. I just added more water to this. And I have it on high so it's soon bubble up. I'll go ahead and put the cover on it to bring it to a boil. I'm trying to multitask to get everything done because dinner is served at 6:30, and then I have to edit this video for you guys on YouTube. Okay? So, there you have it. So yeah, there you have it. Of course, you see the beginning one then, but you see the second one then come out to the right color. Him like bun up things anyway, but him not like bun. Oh, let me don't mix up myself. So, I'm gonna add a little pimento seasoning now. Let that go ahead and boil down. You see it come to a boil quick? Alright, so I leave the pot cover half off so it don't overflow when the cover is closed. So, this is for my jerk chicken, as you can see. I'm gonna get the tomatoes out and cut that up and also do tomatoes in it on top. But what I like to do is I like to get like a little handful and just drop it in. A little handful of onions and drop that in. Okay? Let that go ahead and cook with the peas too. Give it more flavoring. Because I didn't add any seasoning to it. I'll add a little bit of this and a little bit of this. But this is my, I like to add a little bit of this in my rice and peas to give it that flavor because we're doing jerk chicken. I only add this when I'm doing jerk chicken because I don't want the rice to not have a spicy twist to it. Even though I'm gonna put a scotch bonnet pepper in it, it's not gonna bust. but I might make it bust this time. Okay, so there you have it. And look how rich that red is. Right? I use the dark red kidney beans to get a good color red. Okay. And then I'm going to open up my coconut milk. When the peas is cooked is when I like to add my seasonings to it before I add my rice. And then the butter and everything. Let that go cook down and then I'll add the rice. So we have the rice out. I need to wash my rice. So I don't have a metal strainer, so I'm going to wash my rice with hand and pan. So I'm washing the rice. I'm trying to separate all the particles, because when you add water to rice, it seizes up. And what I like to do is like to strain it off. I like to wash it like 4 or 5 times. Yep. And remember, this is like 4.5 cups of rice. 32 ounces. 32 ounces. 2 packages of 35 ounces. So 4.5 cups of rice, or maybe more. Probably 8 ounces. So, about 8 cups of rice. I read my math wrong. My math wrong for the people. So maybe it's about 8 cups of rice. And I like to freeze my rice in case if I have to. If it's too much, I just freeze it. And then I defrost it and then warm it up on the stove. Keep nice and clean. Nice and clean. You want the rice nice and clean. You want the dust to be off of it. You want all the dust off. Get all the cloud out of your rice. So yeah, there we go. That's enough. So when the peas is ready to cook, I'm going to season the pot and then add it in. So let us see what we have. So that was a good hour of it cooking in the oven. I love the color. I think what I need to do is we need to flip them. You know what? It don't need no flipping, you know. The coloring is beautiful. And keep in mind, you know, you can do this on your grill. I'm just doing jerk chicken in my oven because I didn't know it was gonna be warm today. We would have put it on the grill. And he's hanging out with his friends playing basketball because the weather is so nice. Oh, Lord, I gotta clean that. There's the rosemary. So this looks really pretty. As you can see, the gravy is not plentiful in it, which is perfect. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add my seasoning. My seasonings on top because it looks like it's pretty much cooked. I'm going to do the seasonings. I'll do a little thyme. I have a little bit of here. I put tomatoes just to give it a different color in here. So I'm gonna make this go ahead with the cover off. Let this cook down. And as you can see, there's not plenty gravy, so I'm gonna whip up some gravy. If anyone goes to an authentic Jamaican jerk spot, they will always have sauces on the side. For, oh, no, gotta clean that, gotta clean that. And we're back. Listen to me, I don't have a helper, you know. I'm foreign this and a Jamaica. Yes, we have to clean. Lord. So there we have it. It's being cooked down. I'll leave that in there for half an hour. I'm gonna make the little secret sauce to go on top of it. So, the question is, how do you time your peas to know if it's cooked? Simple. Take one piece out and taste it for yourself. Yep. So now, the peas is cooked. I add my coconut milk into it. Okay. Now, I add the butter. We don't waste anything around here. There we go. All in. And then what I do is, so you see how it's nice and creamy? You can put as much coconut milk you want into yours. I only add 1 can. But what I try to do is I try to make sure that the butter gets melted all inside. And it's, remember, it's organic, unsalted butter. I make sure the butter is all the way inside. Melted before I add my rice. So, this is a perfect example of making rice and peas the correct way. Of course, you see my pimentos in there. The butter is pretty much dissolved, and if it was frozen, it would take longer. But I set it out of the freezer. It was room temperature from this morning. And now, the adding of the rice. So, the rice is added into the pot. So now I take my time, work the peas and the rice in. As you can see how much water is in the pot from the coconut milk. You want to take your time so it doesn't drizzle and make a mess into your kitchen. So, I like to mix in my peas because the rice, of course, when it's wet, it gets sticky. So, this is in here. As long as it's mixed in good. I usually use like 1.5 bags of peas, but I think for this occasion, we only need to do 1. So you see how that's nice and in there? The rice, the water of the pot, it's 1 inch. So when you're leveling water, I'm doing this for years. So you want the water to reach right here on your finger, but I'm not putting my hands in this hot pot, but just to show you. I will add my pepper on top, and I'm not using scallion because I use onions, but I will put some thyme right there on top. So that's going to simmer down. Now I'm going to turn down my stove on medium. You want it on medium for it to start to cook and simmer down. I'll come back a little later to check on this and just to make sure nothing is sticking and everything is kosher in here. But yeah, I turned down the pot. So I will now put the cover back over it. So this is my sauce. I can tell you this. I can tell you 3 ingredients that I put in here. I put 1 tablespoon of honey, a little bit more of the jerk marinara, some ketchup, and a little touch of barbecue sauce. And I put a touch of vinaigrette. So, every Jamaican restaurant, when you go to a jerk pit or anything, they will have sauces on the side for you to put on your chicken. Do not leave without asking for the secret sauce. People, it tastes good. The sauce good. Every Jamaican restaurant, every person has their secret little side sauce that they put on their jerk. And they keep it in the little plastic bottles that squish. Yes, ask for it. You're missing out on the best part of jerk chicken. So now that we have it all cooked, look how you see how it's drying up and it has that nice golden brown color? Guess what? It's time for your secret sauce to put on top of it. So, if you were doing this on your grill, you would do your sauce in a separate container. We'll do your sauce in a separate container. And you would serve it on the side. But being that I'm doing my jerk chicken in the oven, and I am not running a restaurant. This is just home for the ones I love. I'm just cooking for the ones I love. So, here you have it. This is gonna cook down now. And then it will be served. Okay, so I have my gravy inside. And I just mix it around. Mix it around, but I love the color. The color is nice and brown like I did it on the grill, but I didn't. I did baked jerk chicken. A little Americanized because it's, you know, I am with an American, but yeah. There you have it. So I'm gonna leave this, push this back into the oven and let that cook for another 25 minutes. Let's go ahead and check on the rice and peas. Oh, look at that. Look at this, people. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? So what I like to do is, I like to go to the bottom of the pot and I like to scrape it. I don't want it to burn yet. So if you don't go on the bottom of your pot and try to lift it up a little, it's gonna burn. All rice and peas have burns at the bottom. But you can prevent the burn in the middle of the pot by just going down and just scraping it. You see how the water absorbs in the rice? You see it? If I had another pack of red peas, it would have been a little brighter. But I am not country, so I'm not going to put nothing else in this. How can I forget the main secret ingredient? This is sugar, people. This is organic purified sugar. So I put that on top, but we need to mix it in little bits. Get to the bottom of the pot, just to give it just a little bit of sweetness, so it can be finger licking good. So I didn't put a lot in, but it's just the nice sweet bite with the pepper. Because remember, I put the jerk seasoning marinara in here too. So At this stage of your rice and peas, you say, what next should I do? How can I make sure my rice come out extra shelly? You know? And I will show you the country trick to how them do it, darlings. Some people at this stage will put this in the oven with some foil and bake it off. Me no need for bake nothing. Okay? We know some other oven, but no baking now go on. I'm gonna show you how to do it on the stove top so it's nice and sharp. Right? And soon come back. So, water on a bag. Right? And you just come over here. And we call this in Jamaica a scandal bag. And you just leave it on top. Bring it to a low and put it right on it, make it a steam. Yeah? Make sure it's low now, people. See? And then they make it go on for another 20 minutes. We'll come back and inspect it. So people, it is about 6:45 now. I made it sit for a good hour, but this is what you get. Here's the bag. So what the bag do is it generates more steam for rice for it to develop much more the consistency of the shelliness. There is the pepper, and look at that. I take a fork and fluff it. There's the pepper. We can take her out now. Throw her away. And then there we go. There's your rice and peas. If that not shelly, what is? So I'll take a fork. Oh, I have some coming over. Of course, I don't have it on the stove. I have it in my presentation, buffet style for dinner. For everyone to eat. That's how we do it. And then I just fluff it. And of course you see the thyme. And just ease it out. Take the thyme sticks out. We don't want nobody to choke, friends. And of course I'm not using brown rice. I use white jasmine rice. If you know about jasmine flowers, you'll know the aroma to your house is phenomenal. Yep. This is a home, so we have to make it smell homely. So you see how I'm just pushing in the sides of the white rice in with it so it can be rice and peas. See there, people? Well, Shelly. Okay, and there's some pimento seeds. I'll pick those out momentarily. But let's go to the next project. So there it is. Now I just mix in the mushrooms with it, because it don't take long for the mushrooms to cook. So there we have it. We have the plantains. Quick, quick, quick. 3 minutes. You can make that at the end. And voila. My baked organic jerk chicken with my little sauce. I'm in love with the color, people. I love jerk chicken to be this color. I love it. And look at that. When you turn it over, it just looks so much nicer. So here's a piece of the rosemary. We're gonna take her out. So, oh my God, the gravy is so good. So yes, Sunday dinner is cooked. Prestige Organic. Yes, we are. And if you didn't see last week's video, it was curry chicken. And it had music, so this time I'm not doing music so everyone can hear what's going on. My house is quiet anyway, so. And there's the little tomatoes cooked down in it. All right. Thanks for watching. See you next week.